We as American citizens need to be paying attention to everything that's going on in this federal government, not just the stuff that makes the headlines, not just the stuff that's the big, bold stuff or the outlandish shit that he says in some meeting or some press conference. We need to be paying attention to the things that are happening quietly behind the scenes, like this.
This might be the most quietly dangerous document issued by the Trump administration to date. On its face, it's just the annual national security strategy, which federal law requires the president to send to Congress every year. But I just finished reading it, and I have bad news. It is essentially a blueprint for what could change the course of our democracy and of global stability, and the government is being terrifyingly transparent about it. It's 33 pages in total, so I've created a deep dive in my Substack that I really urge you to go read, but I've identified 4 areas in this video, and the 4th is the most dangerous in my opinion, that I think are the most concerning, because through this plan, the government, number 1, sets up the ability to repress and punish dissent, as well as justify treating political criticism as a national security threat by framing it as propaganda and cultural subversion. Number 2, erodes food safety, job safety, and worker protections, giving companies and corporations all of the power towards workers and consumers. Number 3, presents the concept of civilization erasure, which harks back to concepts promoted by other governments, let's say in the 1930s, in places like Germany, and promotes a stance against non-European communities, which the document hints to as being less civilized. And number 4, and most importantly, it creates a framework where the United States can partner with foreign governments, regardless of those governments' human rights records or democratic values, as long as they serve the American interest. In practice, this means that regimes can gain access and influence not based on how they contribute to the world's stability, and even if they undermine that stability, as long as they advance the president's goals. You can read the entire document and my deep dive on my Substack, but this is a fundamental change in how power will be used at home and abroad. If we care about democracy, human rights, and the role of truth in public life, we cannot afford to ignore what is written here.
These are the things that we have to be paying attention to. We have to be paying attention to the fact that behind the scenes, they're talking about wanting to treat anybody that talks negatively about the federal government as being a propagandist. It is not only your right, but it is your duty to speak out against your government when your government is tyrannical, when your government is corrupt, when your government is not having the best interest of the people it is designed to govern in mind. And Donald Trump's administration wants to treat that as some type of criminal propagandist. We need to be paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes, folks.